you are likely making a mistake every single morning that is silently deleting your testosterone. You wake up, you have a healthy breakfast, maybe some yogurt with flax seeds, or a protein bar, thinking you are taking care of your heart and your prostate. But biologically speaking, you might as well be swallowing a dose of female hormones. Most men over 60 have been lied to. You are told that your declining energy, your lack of drive, and that stubborn belly fat are just natural parts of aging. I am here to tell you that is absolute nonsense. The reason you feel half the man you used to be is not just your age. It is what you are putting in your mouth. My name is Dr. Emily Carter. I am a board-certified urologist with 25 years of experience treating men who have lost their vitality. I have seen thousands of patients who were ready to give up. Men who were told by other doctors that their only option was dangerous synthetic hormone injections. I do not operate that way. I believe in fixing the biochemistry at the root. Today, I am going to give you a contrarian protocol. I will expose the healthy foods that are poisoning your endocrine system, and I will introduce you to a dirt-cheap, powerful spice that works better than most supplements on the market. Let me tell you about a patient of mine named William. When William walked into my clinic, he was 64 years old. He was a successful architect, a man who used to command rooms, but he looked defeated. He carried 20 pounds of visceral fat around his midsection. He had zero libido. He suffered from brain fog that made his work impossible. But the most frustrating part for William was that he was trying. He ate soy-based protein bars. He drank herbal teas. He avoided red meat. He thought he was doing everything right, yet his testosterone levels were barely hovering around 200 nanograms per deciliter, which is the level of a man in his 90s. William was unknowingly poisoning his own production. We changed his protocol, and what happened in 6 weeks shocked even him. But before I tell you how we fixed him, you need to understand what was breaking him. You must eliminate the enemies. There are 3 specific things many men over 60 consume that destroy testosterone. And the first one is flaxseed. You have been told flaxseed is good for your heart. But flaxseed is the single richest source of lignans in the plant world. Lignans are phytoestrogens. They mimic the female hormone estrogen in your body. When you flood your system with phytoestrogens, your brain gets a signal to stop producing testosterone. You are literally flipping the switch to off. Stop putting flaxseed in your smoothies. The second enemy is spearmint and peppermint. I see men drinking mint tea to soothe their stomachs. Research shows that high doses of spearmint can significantly reduce free testosterone levels by inducing oxidative stress in the hypothalamus. It is calming your stomach, yes, but it is sedating your manhood. The third enemy is one you probably eat every day without knowing. Soy protein isolate. Look at the ingredients of your healthy snack bars. If it says soy protein isolate, throw it in the trash. Soy contains isoflavones like genistein, which bind to estrogen receptors. For a man of 60 who is already fighting natural decline, this is like driving with the parking brake on. Now, let us talk about the solution. The hero of our story. If you want to restore the fire you had in your 30s, you do not need expensive injections. You need a spice that has been used for thousands of years, yet modern medicine ignores it because it costs pennies. That spice is fenugreek. Specifically, the seeds of the fenugreek plant. You might know it as a common ingredient in curry, but biologically, it is a powerhouse. Here is the science. Fenugreek contains high levels of furanolinic saponins. These compounds work in 2 ways. First, they inhibit the aromatase enzyme. Aromatase is the villain that converts your precious testosterone into estrogen. As you age, aromatase activity increases, especially if you have belly fat. Fenugreek blocks this conversion. Second, it improves insulin sensitivity. There is a direct link between high insulin and low testosterone. By fixing your blood sugar, fenugreek opens the floodgates for your body to produce hormones naturally. In a double-blind, placebo-controlled study, men who supplemented with 500 milligrams of standardized fenugreek extract showed a significant increase in both total and free testosterone compared to the placebo group. They also reported better mood and higher libido. This is not magic. It is biochemistry. So, here is the protocol. I want you to follow this exactly for 30 days. Do not improvise. First, the dosage. You have two options. Option 1 is the raw seed method. Take 1 tablespoon of organic fenugreek seeds. Soak them in a glass of water overnight. In the morning, the water will be slightly yellow. Drink the water and chew the seeds on an empty stomach. This is the traditional method. However, for men over 60, digestion can be slow. So, I prefer option 2, which is the extract. You need a standardized fenugreek extract containing at least 50% saponins. Your daily dose is 600 milligrams. You will take this in the morning with breakfast. It is crucial that you take it with a source of healthy fat, like eggs or avocado, because the active compounds are fat-soluble. If you take it with just coffee, you are wasting your money. Now, we need to talk about synergy and sabotage. A protocol does not work in a vacuum. To supercharge the fenugreek, you need to add 2 minerals, zinc and boron. Zinc is the raw material for testosterone. Take 30 milligrams of zinc picolinate daily. Boron is the traffic controller. It frees up testosterone so your body can use it. Take 3 milligrams of boron daily. However, you can ruin all of this with sabotage. The biggest saboteur for this protocol is alcohol. When you drink alcohol, your liver prioritizes breaking down the ethanol instead of metabolizing hormones. If you are serious about this 30-day reset, you must cut alcohol to 0, not a reduction. 0. Give your liver a chance to recover. So, what can you expect? Let's look at the timeline. In week 1, you probably won't feel a surge of energy yet, but you will notice your sleep gets deeper. Fenugreek helps stabilize blood sugar at night, preventing those wake-ups at 3 in the morning. By week 3, the saponins have built up in your system. This is usually when men report the return of morning vitality. You will notice a difference in your mood. That heavy fog of apathy starts to lift. You feel more aggressive, in a good way, more driven to get things done. By week 6, we see physical changes. This brings us back to William. After 6 weeks of cutting out the flax and soy and taking 600 milligrams of fenugreek with zinc daily, we retested his blood. His testosterone had jumped from 200 to 550 nanograms per deciliter. That is a massive shift. But the numbers on the paper were not the point. William walked into my office, standing straighter. He told me he had joined a gym. He told me his relationship with his wife had improved dramatically. He said, "Dr. Carter, I feel like I just woke up from a 10-year nap. This is available to you. It does not require a prescription. It does not require thousands of dollars. It requires discipline and the right knowledge. So here is my challenge to you. For the next 30 days, buy a bag of fenugreek seeds or a high-quality extract. Throw away the soy bars. Commit to the protocol. It is time to stop letting age dictate your biology. You have the power to turn back the clock, but you have to take the first step. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy.